Mysteries Top 10 Tips.
What's up, players? Here we go with the end of that chapter 1 video I just posted for the pickup artist, Mysteries Top 10 Tips, and my reaction to each tip. Let's go.
1. Get into the habit of starting conversations just for the practice. Release your outcome and be relaxed in the process.
Okay, number 1, start convos just cause. There's an implied task there. Go to somewhere where you can start combos. I could sum these all up into top tip, which is just go fucking out where there are girls. I'm basically in pickup mode anytime I leave the fucking house, man. So sometimes when I go out, I'll be thinking I'm gonna see girls and I don't feel like talking to any girls right now because they're fucking pissing me off. Like right now, I've been actually pretty annoyed by girls down here in Argentina, but that's another topic for another time. But I'll go outside and I won't even want to look at girls, fucking have anything to do with them because I'm just so irritated by them. I'm sure it happens to y'all too. And to be fair, I'm sure it happens to girls with guys. They probably fucking can't stand us sometimes. But anyway, I get my ass out, put myself in a situation where girls are around. I start seeing the girls are looking pretty. I start hearing them laugh. Even if I'm just sitting there all crabby in a fucking shit and stew, eventually it awakens me. The best way that I can tell y'all to take all the pressure off that I do is I think of it as not this huge, grand, sweeping gesture where I'm going in to fuck the girl or like everything is super important. She's gonna reject me. I don't even call them rejections anymore. I just call them a nose. Anyway, what I think of it as now is I'm just checking to see if the girl is down. That's it. I'm just gonna go check because she's gonna be so grateful that I approached, because I'm sure y'all have noticed from going out that when a girl is giving you attention, she rarely, super rarely will come up and initiate with you. They do this, they send you these proximity alerts where they start standing by you, they start getting more animated around you, they start doing all these signals with their bodies trying to get you to go look at them. Basically, as much as they try to be like, we're not sex objects, they start using their looks and their energy to try to get you to look over there. At least it's my theory. They're checking to see if you're man enough to go talk with them, because they're not going to come over there and talk with you. So go and check. I remember I made my pickup lessons video where I said that I was saying the serendipity frame, which I still think that's a good frame. I still do that, but I'm not approaching like that anymore. My approaches have gotten more simple the more I have been going out, the more momentum I've been getting. I've been going out every fucking day since January, man. So this whole year I've gone out basically every single fucking night. So now I have much less of a big effort when I come in. I understand what's going on much better now, and I just go in, I say hi, I look at them, I've slowed my shit down way more. So go start convos just cause. I say go check just cause and see what the girls are thinking. I remember I put out that eye contact video a few videos ago where I was saying I got put in this weird spot where the girls here were rejecting me a lot and I was feeling all weird. I remember when I first started doing this, I kept wanting to look away, put me in this weird spot like I'm imposing myself, being a creep. The switch that happened, it's this frame that I just told you. I'm looking at the girl and I'm checking to see if she holds the eye contact back. And I'll look at a girl until she looks back. I'll look at her and I'll see her look away, and I know it's this gut reaction to look away, and I'll keep looking at them to see if they look back. And sometimes I'll see their face tense up when they really don't want me to look at them, and then I'll look away. But now, because I have this frame where I'm going in just to check to see if they're down, and also they'll be grateful that I went in to check if they are down, and if they're not, they'll just tell you no, or they'll be rude or whatever, and it's over, dude. It takes 3 seconds. That's my 3-second rule. Go check, give them 3 seconds to see if they're down or not, and then that's it. So start convos just cause, check just cause, and get yourself going, man. And like I said, I put myself in situations where I can even check. But anyways, let's go on to tip 2.
Between approaches, always remember to smile while mingling. Lean back and relax when you initiate conversations.
It's more of an energetic thing. When I'm out and I'm feeling shitty or whatever, and I noticed this from when I used to be in the lair, I would go out to approach with these dudes in the lair, and a lot of these dudes, they would be verbalizing their internal state to me because we're talking about pickup. I noticed that a lot of them would come crashing down, man. I have this one specific memory where I went out with this one dude. I went and I approached some girl, I got her number, and then I told him, all right, man, it's your turn. We're just gonna go back and forth as we had said at the beginning. And then he was like, all right. And he would see a girl walk by and he'd be like, no, man, I can't approach her. After so many minutes, I just start hearing his state go down. First, he said some shit like, no, now I heard. And then he was like, no, wait, well, hold on. I'll get the next one. And then he starts going to like, man, I suck. And then his state just started going down and down. And honestly, it happens to me too sometimes. If I go out and for some reason I'm just feeling weird and I just don't feel like approaching and I don't approach. In the beginning, I thought, oh, I'm being a fucking pussy. But it wasn't that at all. I just didn't feel like talking. But I would feel my state going down and my fucking rationale going in that direction where I suck. I'm never gonna meet anybody. This is how it's all. And just into this horrible frame. And then eventually I would just snap out and start thinking like, what the fuck am I talking about? I just don't feel like talking to anybody right now. It's fine. And I'll just start having fun. And I start having thoughts that boost my state, that keep me in a good, it's just basic feel good psychology. When I'm out and I just feel good, I'll be thinking funny stuff. Or when I'm home by myself, laughing to myself, I just keep myself pumped and interested and fascinated by what I'm doing, or relaxed or feeling good in my body. I smile in between sets, during sets, all the time, because I keep myself in that mindset where I'm just making myself feel good, thinking good thoughts, pumping myself up. Whenever I feel myself going into negative states and coming down, I catch it for what it is and be like, yo, I'm being negative. What really is the reason that I'm not approaching? Oh, I just don't feel like it right now, or I'm just bored right now. Let me get myself into something and wake my brain up. But number 2, good tip, don't force smiles. For me, I just put myself in a good mood and the smiles just come out of me naturally. Let's go on to tip 3.
Don't lean in. Speak slowly and expressively. This alone will improve your game by 300%.
I lean in all the fucking time. Sometimes I'll hear them and I'll use an excuse of me not being able to hear them to lean in. Of course, I don't do it at inappropriate times. This is more of an energetic thing. It's basically don't be all over the chick. This is a good point I can make here. I've noticed sometimes I qualify myself heavily. And I don't mean I qualify myself like I start telling them all my qualifications, like I'm giving them a resume of why I would make a good person to hang out with. I mean, I start talking a bunch and I don't let the girl process what's going on, man. Really nowadays, I'm just gonna set it up, man. Once I set it up, it's done. Now I have to let her walk into it. I open the door and she walks through. By leaning in, I believe what mystery means here is don't force the interaction. That's what being natural is all about, is nothing is forced. Like he was saying, speak slowly, 100%. Yes, I go in, I deliver my line, completely expecting her to be grateful. If she gives me the green light, I talk with her for a little bit, I get a good vibe or whatever the fuck, and I can tell that there's just a certain way a girl looks at me when I can tell she's thinking about me. And by the way, what to say when you start the convo is, I've been playing a lot with doing direct comparisons where I'll say, oh, I'm more than you, or me compared to you. I'll start qualifying her. I'll start asking her, so what are you doing here? Interview questions are fucking great, man. What's your name? Where are you from? How old are you? I use what's your name, where are you from stuff to start going into direct comparisons, like how old are you? Oh, cool, I'm this old. Oh, what do you do? Oh, that's cool, I do this. And I start comparing me to her, what I do and what she does, because then she'll start comparing me to her, because that's what she's fucking doing naturally. She'll be like, oh, what's he like? Oh, he's like this and I'm like this. I start getting the conversation going where it's me qualifying her and me doing a direct comparison with her. Maybe I touch her a little bit on the shoulder. I start getting the vibe going. After a few minutes, I leave. I'll be like, it was nice talking with you. I'm gonna go back to what I was doing and talk to you later, or whatever I say. But basically, I fucking leave for like maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to go do something else and keep having fun. But then I'll keep an eye on her, and however much longer later, I'll go back. It gives her this whole time to process what just happened. She could think about me without me standing there in front of her, because she wants to think about whatever she's thinking about me. If I'm there, she has to keep up with what I'm saying. I could fuck it up by over talking. So now I'm doing more like the Jenga thing. I go in, I don't lean in, just check. If it goes well, that's why I'm going slowly, so I can be looking at her. And then once I get it going and I could tell she's feeling good, I leave. Then I let her process. Then a second time I go back, that's when she has already decided on me, and that's when she'll give me the real reaction. If she lights up, it's fucking on. On to number 4.
Be chatty and convey a strong sense of fascination. Talk about relationships and the mysterious, and use lots of humor as well as emotional and sensory descriptions. Enthusiasm is contagious.
Remember how I was telling you that sometimes I just don't feel like talking with a girl or just anybody, period? It's because I'm getting this overload in my mind, like, okay, I'm gonna go in there and now I'm gonna have to go in there and talk, and I'm gonna have to just have this interaction now. I have to be thinking about the interaction, when right now I'm doing whatever I'm doing and I'm just in that mode, already settled in that. And if I go and I start this interaction, now I have to get my brain kind of tee up of things to say. Then I think about it like, yeah, but I would love to go open a girl, she's cool, and get to know her and just ask her basic questions. I have the same conversations with every girl that I meet, and then I tell them about the same things about me. I swear to you, I have the same conversation over and over and over. But honestly, it's just interesting. It's enjoyable to sit there, have a conversation with a girl and get to know her. Literally, that's what I approach for. Not to fuck them, even though, yes, I would love to fuck the girl if there's a connection. Let's go on to number 5.
Don't say anything to impress her, such as bragging about your job, girls, or friends. Instead, indirectly convey value via demonstration and incidental story details. If she can tell that you are trying to impress her, she will perceive you as lower value.
Don't try to impress basically just means don't qualify. I do my best not to qualify, and even if I do find myself qualifying, I catch it and I slow down. It's not that crazy. Just ask her questions about herself. That's it. If she likes me, she wants me to like her too. So me just asking her questions about herself is gonna qualify her, because she wants to qualify herself to you, because she wants you to like her. If she's into me, then I'm giving her an opportunity to display her value to me, instead of me trying to display my value to her, which isn't bad if I do, but I also have to make sure that I give her the opportunity to talk about herself to me. That's why girls will say that thing, all he did was talk about himself. What they're really saying is, he didn't let me attract him, because they want to attract you. They want to be fucking sexy because they're fucking sexy little bitches. But anyway, on to the next tip.
6. Don't act as if anything is a big deal. Be fun and playful. Vibe with her, but don't react to her. Act the same way you would act with your 8-year-old niece.
I can usually tell if my state is dipping because I start giving a fuck a lot. I start thinking thoughts like, oh no, these girls don't want to talk with me. I'm never going to get good at this. I suck. I'm just going to be alone for the rest of my life. You see how serious I'm getting right there? That's me giving a fuck. When I catch myself, I start saying, you know what? I don't feel like talking. And now my brain is backwards rationalizing it into all this negativity, making it this serious fucking thing. I don't give a fuck. I just don't feel like talking right now. Whatever. Just literally pay attention to your state. And if you catch your state dipping, it's because you give too much of a fuck.
7. As you hang out with her and she has an opportunity to win you over, then show her your increasing interest. She must recognize that she has genuinely won you over with her personality.
How number 5 says, don't try to impress. This one would be the opposite and say, let her impress me. If she's doing stuff that I'm appreciative of, I tell her. A great thing I've been doing for openers, typically in my experience, the best opener is to notice something about her, because they're built for attraction. It's a part of their identity. That's why they don't approach guys, in my opinion, because their role is to attract, and then my role is to go and get them, to reward them for attracting me. So when I say I notice this about you, she'll eat that shit up in my experience. So whenever I'm talking with the girl, I'll start noticing what she's wearing, how her makeup is done, her hair, her accessories. For me, the best compliments are something I noticed about her that she's presenting to the world, because the way they present themselves lets the world know the way that they're trying to be noticed. If I can notice something about them, there's no better opener, man. So let her win me over. I do that by noticing stuff about her, complimenting something about the way her look, not her looks, even though sometimes I do that. I actually do it indirectly when I compliment girls on their looks. I'll be like, well, you know, because you're a pretty girl, so your reality must be like this. And then I go on to my next point. That's how I typically compliment their looks. But definitely, if she genuinely makes me feel appreciation for her, I 100% make sure to tell her.
8. Balance indicators of interest with indicators of disinterest. Do this both in your conversation with her and also as you escalate with her physically. This has a great effect.
Most guys with no game or lower game, they just go in there and bombard the girl with interest, and they're not paying attention to if the girl is reciprocating. If the girl's just looking at me and I'm going to take that as a green light to just keep talking, it doesn't give her an opportunity to process what's going on. If she gives me some IOD where she looks away, I wouldn't even call it an IOD, but if she just looks away for a second or needs a moment to herself for a second and I keep trying to get her attention again, or she's being boring. Sometimes girls get in their head and they don't know what to say. I'll just walk away and go talk with somebody else. If she does something you don't like, go talk with other girls and don't try so hard.
9. Wear one accessory that gives other people an excuse to initiate a conversation with you, such as a hat or a certain ring or necklace. Have a good story prepared for when this happens.
I'm not really too into peacocking. I just dress to express. I don't know about wearing an interesting accessory, like I'm gonna wear some fucking ridiculous hat. I don't know if you guys have ever seen people that they wear some fucking crazy ass shirt and then they wear some crazy ass pants, and when they got some crazy ass shoes on and they got their hair all crazy, and it's overwhelming. It's much better to have one thing that's your thing and then everything else is secondary to that. I make sure everything matches and I make sure to be clean and make sure my hair is looking fine. But honestly, if somebody wants to wear some crazy shit like a fuzzy hat or goggles, stuff like that can work if it's either the centerpiece or complements the centerpiece of your outfit. But if someone just has a bunch of random shit to accessorize, it looks like a mess. Number 9, basically, be aware of how what you're wearing expresses. Dress to express.
10. Have a life. Go to the gym and stay in shape and continually improve your wardrobe. Cultivate your circle of female friends. Throw parties. Put effort into your social circle. A girl should imagine herself being a part of your cool life.
Overall, for socializing, it's good to have outside of pickup topics to talk about, because really all socializing is pumping each other up, putting each other in a social mood, pitching each other softball topics that we can all talk about and feel good talking about. And it's easy to say stuff too, because it's stuff we think about and we're in familiar territory, and it's easier to be creative and have something to say, and it's the most natural way to communicate when you're just in a familiar territory, as opposed to going into overly deep or abstract, obscure topics that nobody ever really thinks about, and it makes everyone have to really think about what they're saying. So the most natural way to socialize is just to have a life and talk about your life and free flow and feel.
So those are the 10 tips, dudes. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. I make these for conversation, so please leave me a comment. See you guys in the next video. I got some more coming soon. Later, guys. Peace.